That scene will stick with me forever.
I'm not surprised.
Well, honestly, Jackie Woodburn, who plays Susan Kennedy, she's simply one of the best actresses in Australia. I'm so blessed that she works with me, but she makes me look good. But when she did that scene, it was so captivating. I was terrified. I was in shock. You know?
Was it one take?
It was one take.
Thank God for that.
So was it really hit
Was
you,
it a comedy
No,
slap?
she's not Miles.
So they have to stop? Was it one of those?
No, this is the way they shoot it with the angles. The hammer's actually kind of way back here. So it comes to reacting in the right time. But I have to say that when she was so wound up, she actually did cut herself with a fingernail. And so when she did that, and then brought her hand down, I could see a tiny little bit of blood. And so my face, when I'm going like this, it's actually like, are you all right?
But actually, she portrayed a woman finding out that her husband was having an affair really well.
She did,
I mean, it was gripping.
She should have knocked you out.
Being in a soap, I was in a soap years back, and you're with your on-screen partners longer than you are your real partners. You know, so she probably was really feeling that.
Well,
that betrayal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very, very close friends.
Yeah.
We've actually played brother and sister on another show
Have
years before. So, I was when Jackie was cast, when I found out, I was so excited because it just changes the game when you're working with somebody that you have that sort of affinity with.
Yeah, real feelings.
I mean, that's why 22 years I've been there. It's because that relationship's so strong.
And also great storylines that you always have, and there's a big one now for you.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us, because I don't want to get you into trouble, to give anything away?
I know, well, it has been well publicised that there is going to be an incident with a balloon. A balloon comes down and crashes.
Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
Yes, not birthday.
Yes, big story. Hot air balloon comes down. There's a lot of injured people, and Karl Kennedy and some of the other men have to rush to the scene. The trouble is, there's a bit of a kicker here. Karl's been at the Bucks do the night before.
A stag do. We call that stag do here, yeah.
And so he's probably not feeling the best. Okay. And the question is he fit and capable of intervening here? And yes, we've got. It's a huge story.
And is it right the words "I need a drill" are used at some point?
Yes.
Is this going to turn into some kind of horrible malpractice storyline?
It is going to have major ramifications for Karl, yes. It's a big, big story. And I have to say that the notion of the drill was, it was just so horrific because when it actually gets to the point where the drill arrives, it's all, oh, goodness me. You've got to watch this.
And is it 20 years you've spent in Neighbours?
It's 22, yeah.
And you're very happy to continue, stay where you are?
Couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be happier.
You were only contracted initially for a year, weren't you?
Yeah. It's still always a year contract, with options.
We're running out of time, sadly, Alan, but I just want to ask you, thermostat wars. Now, you live in Australia, obviously the weather's warm, but there must be chillier times. Do you have thermostat wars for you and your wife?
We do, actually, because it's funny, my darling wife, she loves to have in summer, she puts the air conditioning on so that it's running about, very, very cool. But in winter, she puts it up very high. And I say to her, hang on, if you're comfortable at 20 degrees in a certain time, why can't you be comfortable at that time all the time? So I think there's a psychology to it a lot.
Yeah. So you're a typical bloke.
Yeah, I'm basically one of those.
But listen, we wanted to know. I
I
mentioned there 20 years in Neighbours. We wanted to know how much you actually know about Neighbours, so we thought we'd play a little quiz.
I'm always terrible at this.
Oh, you're not terrible at this. Hang on, we've got a sting. We've got a special sting.
Do you know your neighbours?
Alan, they're quite easy, don't worry. So, Alan, question one. What did Kylie Minogue's character Charlene train as? Was it A, a solicitor, B, a crocodile catcher, C, a mechanic?
Well, I know it's a mechanic because, in fact, for 3 weeks in 1987, I played a mechanic with her.
That is correct. OK, of course, we all remember the iconic moment when Charlene married Scott, but who was Charlene's bridesmaid? Was it A, Madge Bishop, B, Libby Kennedy, or C, Plain Jane Superbrain?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was Plain Jane Superbrain.
You're not allowed to give him the answers.
What was the name of the ultimate busybody, Mrs. Mangle? Was it A, Pippa, B, Sheila, or C, Nell?
Oh,
What she said.
What she said. Was that Nell? Did you say? That was that Nell?
just as well this was forget
question. What was the name of the stripper who moves in with and eventually marries Des? Is it Shush, Daphne, Dorothy or Diane?
Oh, definitely Daphne.
See, it wasn't that bad, was it?
No,
You had just a little tiny bit of help. We get some pretty fabulous guests here on Loose Women. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.